Hey guys, Marble Tyler here, and maybe you heard the news, but Microsoft is planning on taking Xbox Live to mobile and Nintendo Switch, which is pretty cool. That means you're going to have cross-platform and cross-buy and all that stuff, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more as time goes on. But there's been a little bit, not much, I haven't seen much discussion, but the idea of, well, what does that mean for Halo, right? And I just want to answer that real quick. This isn't going to be a huge topic, this isn't a big deal whatsoever. But I do want to answer that question, especially, again, you may be new to the series, you don't know what this means for the Halo series, but I'm here to tell you, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. This really isn't going to affect Halo whatsoever, and I'm gonna break down why that is, and why you really shouldn't expect anything, at least Halo-wise, to come from this. So let me break down what is even happening. I mean, Xbox Live on Switch, that doesn't really make sense on mobile. What does this mean? Like, what is the point of all this? So the idea is Microsoft is going to expand the Xbox brand. Now, if you are a Windows user, you already know there's an Xbox app, program, etc. built into your Windows 10, because basically the Xbox program is tied with the Windows Store. Does that mean that Xbox games are coming to the Nintendo Switch? No, not really. But there are games that are already on Nintendo Switch that are from Xbox. For example, Minecraft. Minecraft is on Switch, and it has cross-platform play. You can play, if you're on Switch and I'm on Xbox, we can play together. That's an amazing option, feature, etc. That Xbox provides for Minecraft, and I think that's really cool. So the idea is Xbox Live is expanding these platforms to just kind of enhance the cross-buy, the cross-platform play, cross-achievements, and progress, and that mentality, right? The idea is just, you can play, if you're on Switch, I should be able to play my games with you even though I'm on Xbox, and vice versa. So that's a really, really great mindset for Xbox to have. Like, say, you don't have to buy the game 5 different times if you play PC, Switch, and Xbox, right? Or 3 different times for that matter. Which is nice. It's a good example for the entire community of gaming. Hey, don't just make us, play or buy the game 10 times. If I have a friend on PC, I want to be able to play with them, and that might not always be the option, and that's kind of frustrating. And so here comes Microsoft, good guy Microsoft, quote-unquote, bringing Xbox Live to their platforms. And obviously, there's some business incentive, because if they're playing on Xbox Live, that means they're generating some sort of revenue, income, etc. But that kind of means it's a win-win, right? Unless you hate Microsoft for some reason. That means that they're getting money or whatever they're getting out of it, right? And you're getting to play games with friends. That's a good deal. That sounds pretty good to me. So obviously, hopefully you understand now why this is happening and essentially what the goal with this whole program of Xbox Live on Switch is. So that doesn't really mean things are getting ported to the Switch per se. That means they could, right? So if Battletoads comes out, and it very well could be on Switch, Microsoft could act more like a publisher and just put their games on other consoles and make the money that way. Not saying they're going to do that. I don't think that's always the best option because they're clearly lacking exclusives. But, Microsoft comes through and they're like, yeah, we can put our games on Switch. And if you buy it on Xbox, you have it on Switch and PC. And if you saved your game because you're playing at home on PC, but then you gotta go to work, and you can pick up right where you left off on Switch. Good idea. So no, we're not really porting games to the Switch per se. So, here's a couple questions to rule out. Is Halo coming to the Switch? No. I mean, potentially old Halo has the possibility to, but I highly doubt it. It's extremely unlikely. Halo would make its way to PC before it made to Switch, and we haven't seen Halo on PC quite yet, so I wouldn't count on it. I mean, obviously I can't say for certain anything, but I wouldn't count on it. But I'm also not confident that even Halo 5 could run on Switch. Obviously, Switch is in inferior hardware in terms of specs. So running modern Halo, let alone the next Halo, on the Switch is probably not possible. Let's just be honest. Unless they're heavily scaled down, it's most likely not going to happen. I hate to break it to you. And so that kind of goes for all future Halo. Unless, like, the Switch 2 comes out, right, which it's quite a possibility. Hopefully not this year, but definitely a possibility. Unless Switch 2 comes out and it's like, oh yeah, now we're more powerful. Probably not going to see future Halo coming to Switch anytime soon. Like I said, PC is far more likely since Microsoft kind of owns part of the platform with Windows. So yeah, don't really count on future Halo coming to Switch or mobile or anything like that. Now, of course, again, 100% it's possible, just not likely. We're just gonna be honest with ourselves. Don't count on it. But the only thing I do want to mention is, could Halo ever come to Switch? Well, yes, of course. As I just mentioned, I do want to bring up a pure example where Halo DS was at one point being developed and was eventually scrapped, right? And so, they've toyed with the idea before. It's very much a possibility, and I could definitely count on spin-offs being able to potentially launch on other platforms. Like, take for example Spartan Assault and whatever the other one was. These platforms were on, I think, Surface tablets and PCs, and they eventually made their way to Xbox. But these weren't Xbox games, There is a VR Halo game that I don't know much anything about. It's just a very short experience, but that exists. It's not on Xbox. So these, I could see like Spartan Assault and its sequel and maybe a third one if they ever made one coming to Switch. That just makes sense. It's top down, it's simple, it's not exactly gory, so for Nintendo, it's not gory or anything. And if it is, they can tone it down. And for the most part, it's simple. It's not that hard to run. Switch hardware can definitely handle that. So I wouldn't rule that out. I could definitely see something like that being launched on Switch. The other possibility I definitely see that could happen is you may have seen footage a long time ago for a canceled Mega Bloks Halo game. And so yes, this was in development and it was scrapped and footage came out and it looks honestly kind of fun. It's basically the Mega Bloks version of a Lego game, but they used Halo because Halo's pretty cool. Halo's pretty alright. And so it was a kid-friendly Halo game pretty much. And it looked really fun. I kind of wish it was developed because some people don't want the series going in different directions, but make the series popular, make it different, make different ideas of the same universe. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing for me at least. I know for some people they don't really want to see that happen, but I honestly wouldn't mind it. That's just me, of course. If they were to ever go back and continue development on this game or restart and fully build out the game, 100% I believe this could be on Switch. I mean, I don't think that game needs to be Xbox exclusive whatsoever. Maybe make it timed exclusive if you really want to, but it's a kid-friendly Halo game. Why would you not put your brand out there and advertise your main Halo games, which could remain exclusive? But of course, this is all speculation. I just want to let you guys know, again, especially if you're not familiar with like Halo's history and other platforms. It doesn't really happen that often, and I wouldn't count on Halo coming to Switch. This whole Xbox Live thing, it means nothing for Halo, honestly. It's not going to do much. Of course, we already knew Halo Infinite was coming to PC, and we already knew that it's going to have cross-buy and cross-play and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's just kind of it. So thank you guys for watching. Again, we're a new channel. We're getting caught up. We're kind of bringing you guys up to date on the Halo series. So like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated, especially as we're just starting out. Thank you guys for watching, especially if you made it this far, and I hope to see you guys in the game.